Greetings, Geechlings. Geechin Prime here with my live reaction of Attack on Titan, Chapter 106. Really, I've been waiting about 4 days for this chapter because based on when I did my live reaction, which was, I'm pretty sure was the day of, on last month. So, yeah, it took a while. I wasn't even expecting it at this point. I was like, it's just going to come out when it comes out. But anyway, enough stalling with that. Let's see, is there a title on this page? No. And it's that weird translation. Maru in? What? You. If I were to tell you about something like this, I think you'd get worried over it. Huh? Who's holding that conch? I think that's a conch shell. Captain, the team that we sent ahead of us would have landed about 2 hours ago, but there's no news of them. Oh, I'm guessing this is like one of the ships out further in the port, and then Armin wiped them out, and they're just now like, sir, there's been no reports of anything. I know that, but the second and third reconnaissance teams are preparing for landing. They've defeated the warrior corps as well. Those devils from the island are menaces to the world. No matter what, that's the reality of the situation that we'll communicate back home to Marley. Wait. Is this paradise? Huh? Or no? I'm confused. I assume this was near Marley, but maybe not. I wanted to ask you something. Okay, what? Why is the attack titan coming out of the water and tipping the boat over? Is this a flashback? Or, oh, this might be a flashback to within the 4 years. So at that time, 3 years ago, yes, okay, Volunteer Soldiers is the title. Time winds back to before the invasion of Marley. Okay, good. I do like that they are going to cover things that happened during the time skip. By that time, already things had probably changed. Okay, we got Eren there in his Attack Titan form. He's kind of pulling a bit of a well, Attack on Titan meet Attack on Titanic. Hang in there. E. Oh, no, wait. Hang in there. I thought it was E. He's just picked up the whole thing. Which just goes to show either how small that ship is, which I guess relatively speaking it is kind of small, and then how big he is. And how strong he is, because that's metal, that's not a rock. And he just tossed it onto shore, so they are not going anywhere. So now we know why they never came home. Everyone from Marley, hello. Oh, Hanji. Or is it Hanj? I really need to rewatch the anime. And welcome to Paradise Island. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Where hell on earth is about to happen to you. My name is Hanji. You've come all this way by crossing the ocean. We're here to welcome you as guests to the dungeon. And you must be so tired from your long trip, so feel free to come right this way for some tea. Please enjoy yourselves. Hanji's done gone crazy, apparently. Who's this person? I feel like I've seen them before. By the way, you'll be one step ahead of the guest who will be arriving. You'll be such close friends in no time. She's holding on to this guy. Don't you think so too? Nicolo-kun? Oh, they got one of their swords in his back. So what? Captain, please don't worry about me and shoot down these devils. Well, you're in their territory now. It's kind of not in your ballpark, right? What? What are you trying to say, Niccolo? Uh, I don't even feel like associating myself with your cheap drama. Oh, Levy. Niccolo. Listen up, you devils. Okay, so the captain's... Is that McGaff? I wouldn't think so, but maybe. Marley won't even lend an ear to you filthy blood. To you of filthy blood. I thought he was going to go kind of mudblood on them. It's not like I'm about to sit down and sip on a cup of pig's piss with you filthy lot. Pig's piss. Okay. Do you really think it's okay to say that kind of insult? Yeah, especially when there's a titan looming over you, and I don't see anything that you would have necessarily that would do anything against it. You didn't even see the titan that's behind you. Well, I think they should have figured that one out. Anyway, I wonder how you'll escape from here. Yep, okay, all the soldiers are like, Captain, what do we do? We don't yield to the power of you devils. This is a greeting from Marley. Oh, so you're going to try and shoot Sanji. Yes, this is Sanji. No, it's Hanji. His other eye out. Okay, Hanji actually ducked under the rock. Wait. Oh, for a minute there, I thought Sasha had... Oh, yeah, I forget. Sasha's dead in the present timeline. I thought her sniper skills had taken out this one soldier here, but no. Oh, it's, Yelena. The weird character that was dressed up like a man is the one who shot the captain there. What is the meaning of this, Yelena? Toss away your weapons. This is a weird-looking pistol. You guys, do as you're told. Okay, so mutiny. Hanji, I'd be honored to accept your invitation. Okay, so this is how she joined then. Let's have tea. She's looking over at Aaron. I've wanted to meet you, Aaron. What the hell are their intentions? That huge girl shot her comrade to death. Huge girl? What? Well, I guess she's kinda tall, right? She's at least as tall as those guys. Maybe that's how she was able to join the military in Marley. Because, like, sometimes there's, like, height requirements. I don't know if that's in the military or not. Let's see. I know it is for flight attendants. Who knows? It doesn't matter if they're allies or enemies. We definitely can't trust them. Okay. What is Sasha? Is Sasha asleep? Yep. Don't fall asleep, Sasha. And Mikasa's like holding her hair. It's like, wake up. Wake up. Which is just sad because knowing that she's dead now. But they should have talked it out amongst themselves. It's unbelievably good luck for us to obtain information from them. Yeah, we're really lucky. Okay, so Aaron's not in Titan form right now. So, this little camp they have, what's going on? It was only by chance that I could obstruct the enemy from landing. I had to do something about it. Okay, so this is like a war camp. Alright. I wasn't sure if it was Marley or Paradise. I see. So that's how this can even fire multiple shots. Okay, so Hanji is examining that pistol. Which, like I said, it looks almost like a Luger mixed with a semi-automatic kind of handgun with the cartridge, or not the cartridge, the what is it called? I'm not big on guns, so the magazine. So yeah, that's standard equipment issued to Marley soldiers. Marley soldiers are composed of 20,000 people per division. Oh, so they're getting the full scoop from this girl. In total, there are 50 divisions, so roughly 1 million soldiers. Good lord. How many people are even on Paradise? I mean, and in addition to that army, we have a total of 21 battleships amongst 3 fleets. On the other hand, we also have remarkable weapon developments. We've been concentrating our efforts on aviation war potential. Yeah, when it comes to planes and stuff in some of these like low-tech universes, like it's like that's such a jump when you really think about it, as it was in our own world. So aviation. Oh, Hanji, she's interested, or he's it. I wish we knew the gender of that character. And don't be so scared. She'll look down on us. What? Oh wait, Hanji wasn't excited. She doesn't understand what that means or what. I'm confused. Understood. Okay, so they're whispering like don't show fear to her. The point is that it'll cross over the sea and walls. The enemy will appear from the skies as a mobile weapon. Eh? Oh, this is that guy that was piloting the airship. So that's how he knows more about this stuff. And because I was like, what? How is he a new recruit? And then how could he just automatically know how to fly this thing if he was from Paradise? But no, he's from Marley. So, okay, that mystery's been solved. I forget his name. Come from the skies. Hey, yeah, Hanji's really. So Marley possesses that sort of power. So for at least a year, why didn't they flat out come to assault us? There are primarily 2 reasons. Even with state-of-the-art weapons to strike Paradise Island, the pure Titans are difficult obstacles to deal with for landing. Well, I guess they would have to land at some point. You can't refuel a plane well, I guess... Is that a thing? That, like, you have an internal, like, gas outlet that you could, like, load the extra fuel in the, like, the cockpit or whatever, and then have, like, you know, your co-pilot, like, refill fuel while flying. But otherwise I would assume you just have to always refuel on land. To Marley, it is our policy to confine the Eldian people within the walls. Well, you kind of just let them loose on a damn island, so... But on the contrary, it's because of their existence the Eldians were protected from the advancement of Marley. Well, that's amusing. Levy. However, it'll be dawn soon. It'll be time for the Titans to become active, right? Now it seems as though we can casually have tea outside the walls. So all the Titans of the island have been killed? Is this the case? Oh yeah, they did kill off like most of the Titan population, if not all of it. If so, what will you do about it? One way or another, Marley is informed of this. No, that's amazing. It's more than we expected. So, what's the second reason? You mean they've never I mean, don't they have telescopes? Haven't they noticed like a lack of Titans just wandering about? Good lord, their reconnaissance sucks. 4 years and they haven't figured this out. Well, I guess there's reasons, like not a random Titan might end up on the shore and, you know, far enough out, you know, to the coast to see, but still. Let's see. Because currently Marley has broken into a state of war with several of our allied nations. Then are they really allies? To be honest, we're too preoccupied to even think about dealing with Paradise Island. Originally, you were all the reason that war broke out, right? The Jaw and Beast Titans, the pride of Marley's team of warriors, were defeated. The Colossal and Female Titans, you snatched away the main weapons of Marley, but you also forget the Attack Titan, apparently. Marley happens to be the enemy of many nations. Foreign nations will unite in an instant to oppose them. The war has only just begun. And from the perspective of people from the devastated countries, should I grudge against Marley? You seem to be a spy who infiltrated Marley's army, is that right? Okay, that's interesting how this girl knows everything. And they're both stone-faced, what? I am right. No wonder Marley was betrayed. It was due to your own motives and the fact that you don't have support, right? Some of this text is hard on the eyes. In terms of intel and such. Well, we shouldn't call it something like that. My homeland was snatched away by Marley, and then we were drafted as soldiers. We were completely powerless. Okay. And what's interesting is these soldiers in the back that presumably are Marleyan, they kinda look like Paradise soldiers. We were in a situation where we were losing our strong will to rebel against this large nation. That is, until he guided us. Oh, Zeke. So now we know why she's a devotee of Zeke. A fearsome titan who was called a devil by the people of the world in Marley. But to me, he looked like something else completely different. He's a god. We were helpless, but he showed us that there was hope. Oh, this is interesting. Like I said, I've always been interested in like what happens during time skips, because they don't always reveal everything. Usually they'll be like, oh, we got some power-ups and whatnot, you know. I mean, One Piece has definitely gone that route, but in more recent time you have seen like other things that were happening just more recently being revealed. And yeah, so I like this. We shot down a high-ranking officer under the order of Zeke Yeager. We are volunteer soldiers from the anti-Marley faction. Our purpose is the liberation of the Eldian people. Zeke Yeager's demands are as follows. Okay, so a meeting? But what's this meeting? Within the time that he has left, he is to be accepted by Paradise Island. And as for his younger half-brother, who is endowed with the Founding Titan, he is to meet with Eren Yeager. Okay. I'm definitely probably going to have to reread this chapter before the review. On that condition that the safety of Paradise Island is guaranteed, we will begin to offer the latest technology for weaponry. And we will also become... wait, is that Zeke? Surely that's not Zeke right there, because he looks old. And we will also become intermediaries to existing friendly nations, and provide support for intelligence gathering as it relates to Marley. So many characters that I recognize but don't remember their names. It's not certain that anyone or anything will survive, even though the survival of the Eldian people is our objective. Oh, Hanji, don't be saying that in the middle of a room of Eldians. That's out of the question. Are you seriously boying into such a stupid story? What? Oh, buying. My bad. Our enemy is the Beast Titan, right? He transformed the villagers of Ragako into Titans. He struck fear into everyone within the walls. Wait, how did he turn them into Titans? Is that like one of his like commanding powers that he has because of like the royal bloodline and all that stuff? Huh. Because I want to say I remember that, but I don't remember if it was ever explained how he did that. Wasn't he the ringleader who massacred the Survey Corps until they were on the verge of being annihilated? Such impudence. How dare he? Their motive has been consistent from the beginning. Okay, so that definitely isn't Zeke. Now I'm starting to remember who this guy is. He's like one of the heads of the military, I think. To recover the Founding Titan. It's not like we'd resort to friendly talk and negotiations just become brute force didn't work. That's something that the enemy should be aware of as well. But firstly, we ought to listen to the terms of the leader from their delegation. I'll continue. Okay, so Hanji's continuing. With Zeke, we'll resolve all of the Eldians people's problems in a single blow. A secret plan was left behind. Secret plan. Okay. Sorry if this chapter's way long, but this video is way long. It's wordy bastard. Me too. In order to conduct that secret plan, it requires something. The Founding Titan. And a Titan who possesses the blood of the royal family. Okay, so this is the plan that they mentioned last chapter. If those two were to be assembled, the world would be saved. However, that secret plan will be divulged and can only be done once all the conditions have been met. I cannot stand listening to it. It's something that we'll severely underestimate. But it's true. Wait, who said that? Oh, that was Aaron. Okay. I remember it. Just once, I was able to activate the power of the Founding Titan. For a moment, I came in contact with a Titan possessing the blood of the royal family. Oh, and it's when he met, what was her name? It's essentially like his stepmother. Kinda. Well, I guess not, because she was beforehand, so. Dina? Something like that? The face of that Titan was the same as the person in the photograph that my father left behind. It was the same as... Okay, Dina Fritz. Okay, I was right. Yay. Dina Fritz's face. By chance on that day, for an instant, I forced Dina Fritz, who was wandering as a pure Titan. So that predicament was theorized. Okay, so that's interesting, because I don't remember him doing anything that was weird during that. But good lord, that was over 5 years ago, I bet, when I read that. In other words, it's clear that Dina's son is Zeke, right? As a means to circumvent the vow to renounce war. It's the only hope left for us Eldian people. There are tens of millions of Titans that are dormant within the walls. The Titans will trample the world. That condition is the activation of the Earthian rumbling. Earthen rumbling? What? Aaron? Okay, Armin's getting, questioning him a bit, and Levy's like, why have you been so silent about all this up until now? Yeah, right. That's something you tell somebody, because I was worried about what would happen to Historia. I couldn't let her become a Titan based on my unreasonable information, or unreliable information, my bad. I thought about this. It was a rash decision, but I admitted to it. We'll listen to that closely later. But if we were to assume this to be true, that means this would be consistent with Zeke's secret plan. Are you insane? You feel as though we can trust those guys? Okay, I was about to say it wasn't loading. He's right. There are many enemies who won't know what will happen to stay on the island. All of them should be hung to death. No, we can't do that either. In order to protect this island from Marley's reconnaissance ships, we need the power of the volunteer soldiers and her comrades. If we don't have wireless communications, We are the first reconnaissance ship team. Please respond. Okay, so she's sending a message to the rest of the team. We are the second reconnaissance ship team. Thank goodness. We are stranded. Please, quickly send help. Oh, they're going to wreck those ships. I forget how many ships have been destroyed. It was mentioned kind of like early on in this arc. We'll head straight toward you. Send over your location info. Understood. That inlet, eh? What's the plan? Relax. 2 reconnaissance ships are heading your way. Okay, and we got a little rowboat. So they've got the inlet and they see the stranded boat. Oh, I was about to say, what is that, a sea monster? But that's just another little rowboat. Hey, are you safe? You'll be alright. Oh, something's about to happen. Yep, Colossal Titan. The Colossal Titan, how? That's the enemy. The ship's done for. Hurry, jump in. Oh, gun to the head on that one. Page, you want to look? Okay. Welcome to the dirty island of the filthy devils. Enjoy our hospitality. Help yourselves to some pig piss. Oh, Levy. It's fine if you refuse. You don't have permission for landing. It'll be tough, but you can swim back home. Back then, it was fun. Who's saying it was fun? Excuse me. Certainly us Eldians were feared and hated by the world, and yet we don't even know the faces of those from across the sea. But as for those people from across the sea, they weren't our only enemies. Let's manufacture the most needed things for this island. This is called a harbor. They don't even... Well, I guess they've never been to the ocean, so I guess that makes sense. A harbor, eh? Kids would be delighted? What? This isn't a playground. I wonder if they'll even build a mixed-gendered bathhouse. What? What are these freaking... It's not a hot springs, you pervert. Will there be anything delicious? Oh, Sasha. Every time I see her, it hurts. It's not about food. This is a location where we can safely dock your ship. I see. So with the ships that we seize, we can use them to establish commerce with others in the sea. Who else is in the sea? That's right, Miss Hanji. Oh, it said Miss Hanji. Okay, so that could just be translation error. This is a place that'll connect you with the world. That's amazing. Oya Campo, or Copo. But where are the children going to play? Connie, drop the damn playground talk. A hot springs is important too. Is that John? I think that's John. By the way, Onion Compon, how is your skin black? Oh, God. We didn't need this. The one who created us had this way of thinking, that it'd be more interesting to have different types of people. Well, I guess that's not the worst thing to say, but it's still weird. The people who become Titans, the subject of Ymir, are the same. We all exist because he desired it. So, who made us? Okay, now we're going to get religious for a second. The one being who bestowed power to the founder, Ymir. In other words, God. Some people think so. Just think about it. Is freedom, right? Okay, well, at least it didn't get too heavy on the religious aspects. The world is much more complicated. Okay, so they're building the harbor, it looks like, and they're eating seafood for probably the first time, implying that there were things we did not yet know. What's with this cooking? We're eating this? Is this the first time you've had seafood? Nicolo is a master of Marleyan cuisine. Damn it, why, mate? Oh, they're forcing him. I love it. If you don't like it, then don't eat it, you Eldians. You guys are something like. And of course, Sasha just goes right in and eats that lobster. I don't even think she took the shell off. Gah, it's delicious. Hey, no fair, Sasha. Nicolo, you're a genius. Oh. Pretty girl says he's a genius and he blushes. And now he's like, there's a cleaner way to eat. I'm starting with this. It's just, okay, now she's using a fork. There's still more you can eat slower. Okay, his opinion of them changed instantly. Like I said, pretty girl changes everything. But, I wonder if if anything developed between them. Even if it was like one-sided, and then he mentioned like that he eventually finds out she's dead, and then it's like that was Marley and mother. Okay, so we're on the shooting range. The harbor will be completed soon. Seems like they progressed quickly since we borrowed the power of Marleyan's engineers. They cooperate so well. Well, at first they were suspicious of one another, so it wasn't going smoothly at all. But as time went on, they addressed and faced one another without titles. Okay. What is... Oh, that's a toy train. I was like, what the hell is that? Is that a gun in his hand? But, okay, so he's showing them a train, so they're learning about trains too. Okay, boy. Good lord. Paradise just shot through like the early 20th century in like 4 years. Let's see. Okay. Still looking at the train. This is 31 minutes already. Good lord. I promise I will try to make the review much shorter. He certainly understands each other. Or we certainly understand each other. Armin. Did you see something in Bertolt's memories? Nope. There's something. Nothing useful in particular. We don't have much time. Zeke's lifespan won't be much longer than 3 more years. Yeah, but not only that. At this rate, we'll be proceeding according to Yolandi and her comrades' strategies. Are there problems with that? She said that we were seriously going to threaten the world with the earthen rumbling, and that there's no other technique to protect the Eldian people. Well, it'll truly be a nightmare that will strike the world with fear. But can't we discuss it together before then? Before we have the harbor? We'll be able to discuss with Marley and other people around the world. If we could solve our misunderstandings. Misunderstandings? What do you mean by misunderstandings? That's why I'm saying that we shouldn't be feared. From the viewpoint of the rest of the world, we are monsters who transform into titans. So basically you're just monsters that become bigger monsters. There's no misunderstanding there, right? But we've been making friends with the Marleyan people too. With who? And I'm surprised that Mikasa's saying that. Most of the Marleyan soldiers are glaring at the walls of the camp. Well, if we give them some time, and so, we need time. That's right, for the sake of buying some more time, we ought to do something to prevent any interference. Okay, okay, now we're back in the present day. Aaron shot a gun, and now we're seeing the bullet go through Sasha. Maybe there was a different way things could have happened. And there's Sasha's dead body. They've landed. Are they on Paradise? That's all I can think about. Everyone's departed from the airship. I assume they're in Paradise. Today, There were funerals for 8 people who have died from the campaign, including Sasha. Okay, so... is that Armin? He cut his hair, if that's Armin. And he was the one holding the shell all along. I intended to understand Eren more than anyone else. Even more than Mikasa, but I don't even know anymore. Eren even intended to do it alone, even by cooperating with Eren, or even by abandoning him, which would have been the worst option. At any rate, numerous people were killed, battleships, military soldiers, and civilians were all dragged into this. You talk about battleships like they're a living thing. It was the same as what happened to us on that day. Everything is suddenly snatched away. But if their naval port is going strong, the Marleyan forces will immediately launch an attack upon this island in retaliation. Our path to reconciliation will be cut off, but we had no other choice. Just like the day that you guys did it. Right, Annie? Annie is still there. So they have not done crap to her, which then kind of throws my whole theory that she actually was attacking the island while they were away. Please answer me with something. Has she been physically aging? She looks older. Okay, people are getting the news of what happened in Marley, I guess. So it was reported as a victory. Isn't it dreadful to not know anything? I'm going to kill you and send back your dead body to Marley. Your conspiracy will become clear. Your grandmother and grandfather are dead, right? Okay, Levy, I'm confused. What? And so, if your so-called secret plan is indeed genuine, then I'll wait just a bit longer before I mince you. I don't mind one way or another. Well, I know he hates Zeke, but I mean, that got a little too... It's like, you aren't even going to wait for the plan to be worked out? I'm grateful for your lenient words, but you'll make me meet up with Eren soon. Eh? Won't you stop glaring at me? Okay. So we've got Colt and Gabby are in a cell. And if we don't win, we'll die. And if we win, we'll survive. Okay, so the funeral and Mikasa's, I assume, leaning up against Sasha's grave, but I could be wrong. If we can't fight, we can't win, so fight. Okay, and we've got Eren in the bathroom. He's got a man bun now. And fight. And so each of them begin to advance forward onto their own decisive, non-intersecting paths to be continued in the next issue. Okay, well, this lasted way too long. I'm sorry, but it was a wordy one this month. Am I right? Whew. A lot to compress and try to hopefully understand everything. But, please let me know in the comments anything that I misunderstood, or anything like that. And I will cite it in the review and whatnot. And that'll probably come out either later today or tomorrow sometime, which, amongst the One Piece and My Hero videos on Friday. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Keishan Prime, and I'll see you next time. Keishlings, roll out.